specialize in that area.
Also, I totally respect Ravi's opinion. Like I totally pay respect to Ravi's opinion. But then again, the question is whether or not CAs are competent enough to join investment banking. And I feel that they are perfectly competent to join like investment banking, given the fact that people who are doing BSc or BTech for that matter are like going forward just because they have done MBA. So like even if like having an SFM or a financial background helps, and then again preparing balance sheets is not a very exclusive thing which is particularly related to accounting.
The problem with what Satyam is saying is essentially the problem is investment banks aren't looking for people who are insanely good in terms of academics, right? They're not. They're looking for people who have a certain level of academic excellence. What they're looking for more are people who can bring them more clients and people who can.
But then again, if we look at the skill set that you have, so you know your numbers, but then how many of us we just have like one finance paper? If we talk about core competency, let's not generalize it and say that CAs have the right skills or CAs are competent. Let's talk facts. So what do you have? You have like one SFM paper that you've cleared, and we all know how we've cleared it. Like our objective was not to learn, was to clear the paper. And when you are in an MBA program,
we are missing out on one thing. It's like the cream rolls. So not even all MBAs get into IBs. That's just a restricted number of people because of the openings out there. So it's, why are we narrowing it to every CA? The roles are there limited. So I'm sure there are number of CAs who are equally competent to go there as an MBA or in other financial courses like a CFA or an FRM. So it is not about the course or the competence side, but just the narrow skill set which you require. So every person has an individual growth prospect which can get you there.
I agree with Nikhil's viewpoint, because at the same point of time I think that CAs are equally competent with MBAs in the sense that investment banking do require a lot of knowledge and deep statistics into it. And at the same time, during the course of CA itself, we see the articleship role of 3 years in which we are taught to adjust in each and every environment.
I think starting out there for a minute, and I tell you that we're not concentrating on two other areas which are VC and PE, which are also very, very important areas. Not just related to investment banking. I think another big problem with it is because just let me finish for a second and I'll get back to you. The bigger problem with that is that as CAs we tend to be very risk averse in terms of how we approach things, right? Because we haven't really been exposed to that much risk, and because we have this habit of tallowing it onto the other person, we tend to become very risk averse, which is what VC and PE firms are essentially looking at, right? People who are willing to go ahead and take that decision, take that risk. And I think that is a problem with the course itself, right? It does not give you an analytical or a case study point of view. So therefore, which an MBA does. So therefore, I believe that an MBA is better suited. The CA with an MBA is perfect for the role, but not just a CA would manage to get into a creme de la creme role at a VC.
I would like to agree with what Anuj is saying. That is exactly what I'm trying to emphasize, that we might have one role, or as you mentioned, your articleship does not essentially focus on any part of finance. It is basically core accounting that you're focusing on. Again, when you talk about MBAs, and when you're talking about MBA in finance in particular, they spend one entire year with immersive studies in just finance. I mean, we are just giving one paper for which you need to just get 40 to tag along and get that CA tag. But then if you're looking at an MBA finance, he's probably spent some fundamentals building that 1 year in his first year of MBA, and then his second year of MBA he spent an immersive full year with the top faculties, best professors doing case studies.
As anyone who's taken tuition with Sanjay Saraf would know, he tells you what the institute teaches you and the kind of format you need to pass to the institute, which is not conceptual at all.
Completely support your school of thought, but at the same time, the thing which I wanted to emphasize over articleship was not specifically related to investment banking. During the time of articleship, which is a very important part in our CA curriculum, we do learn to take up various tasks at different point of time with different clients. So obviously we know the role of how to interacting with clients and everything. Those of which
so
we
to be fair, hold on one second. If you're talking about interacting with clients, even an auto rickshaw driver interacts with clients, right? That doesn't mean he gets the kind of business he requires. How is that going on the topic?
Private equity role or a venture capital role does not require you to talk to clients directly and take any role. Even like a MBA fresher is not sent off to the field directly first day saying that you're supposed to go get this client. It is the VP or the senior managers who do that. So first year or first couple of years, 3-4 years, you just be an analyst and you have to understand the business. So they are not hiring MBAs for client facing roles.
Which is one thing, like Gurgutia and Sons is not going to come to a Goldman Sachs for like investment portfolio, right? The clients are going to be different. So the kind of clients you meet at articleship, in my opinion, will be very, very different from the clients you interact.
But we are just narrowing down the clients you are facing. That there are people who have gotten good exposure in an MNC, working with the same kind of people, the people who are getting an MBA will work with. So it's not that you're just generalizing the concept, talking about the mass. But I'll go back again to the point. Let's just focus on the main part. people who are aspiring to become.
So I think what you're
the
trying to
people-
say
the
are the
people-
best CAs
Yeah,
able
are
to
the
compete
best.
with the
Yeah,
best MBAs.
exactly. That's what the
That's
point is.
also one
Why
point.
generalizing? Because not all MBAs want to be an IB.
That's what I'm
They have
saying.
their own. They have their own mindset.
That's what I'm saying, because
There is-
CA are not academically bad. I'm saying that we are mostly focused on accounting and auditing part of our job. We in CA only a small part of we focus on investment banking or SFM paper, whereas in MBA our main focus is on finance, where we understand investment banking, PE, and
So again, I
But
disagree with that. I don't think that the focus in an MBA
anywhere.
Yeah, no, but
This is
again,
again
I
having
disagree
a
with that
special
point.
point.
I think the major difference, the major
one very
difference
important
in
thing
our-
is that
in
an
our
employer
article-
is not stupid. We cannot discount the fact that an employer is equally serious about getting the right people. So the very fact, if we talk exact figures or if we talk data in general, we would not see, even any investment bank giving you top front end office roles to CAs.
Yes,
So
and the
there
primary
is-
reason, I think the
there is-
primary reason for that
about
is
scaling
there
your
is a
Make
very
a
basic
point.
difference between theoretical finance, which are taught as a CA, and applied finance, which are taught as an MBA, which all these three sectors require,
The
right?
very
Yes,
fact
that's
that
what
no
I-
employer is
I
endorsing
like
you
to-
or that no employer is giving you a front end
I
role
think
itself
that
talks about the fact.
I
So
I think there is a very pertinent question that you need to ask. Sometimes it's not about competency, but it's about the perception of the employer. And like over the years, a perception has been developed that MBAs are better suited for investment banking, PE or VC. But then again, that doesn't rule out the fact that the CAs are incompetent. Like I completely take Aman's point on the fact that we do core accounting jobs, but then again, that doesn't disqualify us from like.
Okay, so
getting-
It's a person-to-person basis.
Yeah,
If-
no,
if
but
you're-
I-
if
but
you're
I
good
also
at
tell you
it,
this,
then
okay.
it's
So
about-
understand
Yeah.
this at a fresher level when you're going out to the market vis-a-vis an MBA. When you go out to the market at the best level, you see what kind of a stipend is this guy getting. He's making 20 grand at best,
Yeah.
and that is what an investment bank sees. So why should I suddenly push him up to a 20 lakh for the same kind of role that he was doing maybe or maybe not doing previously?
that's fair.
Whereas at an MBA level, the minimum you get at an internship is a 75 grand to 1 lakh a month kind of a job, right? Which is also a big difference which recruiters take into account. They're saying that if an ITC or a Goldman Sachs is paying this person 2 lakh a month for a 2-month internship, where they're basically training that individual, there is obviously quality attached to it, which is something again the institute itself forces upon the students and makes it worse for us to become more employable and get greater
Also the
salaries.
fact that we do not have uniform faculty and the fact that everyone's CA experience is customized to that person, which does not happen at an MBA. If there is a batch of 800 at IIM Ahmedabad, all of them have the same immersive experience, they have the same set of people they're interacting with, there is no differentiation per se. But then because of the way that the CA curriculum is designed, everyone's experience and everyone's competency is very unique to that person. So we do not have like a common faculty or we do not have that immersive experience. It is basically stay at home course where you prepare for the course, take 3 years off, do your articleship. Again, your articleship experience is not uniform for everyone. It depends which firm you're coming from, what kind of exposure that you've gotten. So the end product is not comparable. It's like comparing oranges and apples. You cannot do that.
I think what Aman is saying, you said it's a personal skill, so that is what the hidden talent is. The employer will not go out in the mass and look for something which the mass is giving you. He'll look for something specific in you.
So
Yeah,
whether you
so
get a
when-
platform to do that.
They are getting a platform. They have a wide pool of CAs. They can look for.
So how do you justify the trend that there have been literally no CA hires take
Well,
already
I
rank 1, already rank 2, they just do not get private equity roles. I mean, talk about private equity, why just investment banking? Even CAs, even
Giving
pan-India.
the answer of your question, I would like to say that in India, the perception about CA is that they are good at auditing and accounting. So employers are looking
No,
for
I
that
disagree
part
with you
of
on
the
that,
job.
right? I don't think that the perception is just that CAs are good at auditing and accounting. I believe that the perception is that CAs are good at gala ka kaam और जो बुद्धि का काम है that is for the MBAs, which is a very very common perception among employers in
Because
general.
private
That's
equity
the point
needs
now.
to hire 10 people, pan-India, why would they come to a CA? They do not come to a CA. Now we are discussing that they should. But I'm trying to make a point that there is a trend.
also understand that's right.
You cannot discount the
We
fact
are talking about the
that
trend here. We are talking about the core
I am
competency, whether you are eligible or not.
I am bringing in the
Yeah.
trend.
We are talking about whether you are eligible or not. We are not
I'm
talking
bringing
what
in
is the
trend.
trend.
I'm bringing in the trend to make a point that you cannot discount what the employer's perception is or what the employer has seen or what he experiences. I mean, CA has been a course which has been going around for 60, 70 years. It is not something that new has started or anything of that sort. So if an employer also knows that a CA is not there, it just backs.
And
the
not only that, the institute also sells us as auditing professionals. They don't sell us as finance professionals, which is a great problem, right? Because if you have finance as part of your curriculum, if you have tax as part of your curriculum, you're not finance.
I to the point of this, we can say that if a private equity firm is coming for only 10 people and in a group of CA, in a pool of CAs, in selecting from the pool of CA, they would like to go to MBA college and select from them because they know out of them they will 100% get all their requirements.
Last 2 minutes.
I think
In
it's the
CA,
very fact
they
that
are not-
if they come to a pool of CAs, they would have to weed out at least 90
90
to 90%.
So
I think what
Yes,
is
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes,
what in basically what we're trying to say is that because the CA curriculum becomes like a bhed bakri wala hisab, a lot of people do it for the sake of doing it because of the fact that the institute itself has certain limitations which it forces it upon itself with the course. Because of the fact that MBAs do have a definite advantage when it comes to soft skills, client interaction, even though we might have the necessary technical skills, we do lack somewhere within in the realm of the requirements of an investment bank, a VC or a PA firm, and therefore I think that we could say that it is somewhat
All we are trying to say is there is a need to restructure the curriculum maybe so that like we get to do more finance.
The point of
And the
restructuring
basic
the
difference
curriculum doesn't come anyway because the ICI Institute, they are mainly focused from the start. They are built to create the account to make India compatible with others in terms of accounting and auditing procedure. They are not meant to develop
So my
investment
also the
bankers.
basic fact-
ICI is
I
not
think-
meant to develop investment bankers. So you cannot say that
What
they
we
have to
can say
restructure
is
the
we don't
curriculum.
lack the competency, we lack the marketability.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
I
Also
think
the
very
fact-
CAs are equally competent, but that is not as
Marketable.
as
We
they
have to
are.
understand that
Ask
as
ICI, you
restructure
already
the
filters
case.
you at one level. So when you're getting an admission to an ABC, you
Yeah.
already filtered.
Also, I think another thing that we
already
haven't taken into account at all is the alumni network that an MBA institution has vis-a-vis the CA network.
Yeah.
Because think of how many CAs you know vis-a-vis how many senior CAs would help you in terms of getting jobs vis-a-vis the alumni network of an MBA college, which works over time in order to ensure that its students are accommodated. So for all these reasons, I think we can fairly conclude that it is understandable why VCP and investment bank firms go to MBA colleges rather than come to CAs. However, while it may not completely look fair, it is understandable to a great extent.
Yeah.
I think
I
that
think
is our
that's
conclusion.
what
That's
we'll
what
agree.
That's our takeaway
Fair
from the discussion
point.
today.
Absolutely.
Fair point.
Yeah. Like,